Hello, my name is Greg Dixon, your Chief Enabler for Shared Visions Unlimited Publishing and Marketing. Today, I'm going to talk about my best offer here, which is your Golden Publishing Sales Machine. I'm going to say that again, your Golden Publishing Sales Machine. So I'm going to give it a little bit of a background here. First, talking about multimedia publishing and marketing. I've been probably started doing this in the mid 1990s, publishing things in various formats and also marketing and selling things in different ways, courses, concert tickets, all sorts of things. So in a way, the publishing sales machine has evolved out of a lot of that work. So one of the things recently we've been dealing with people who are course creators or authors of books. We've helped, Betty Withrow and I helped quite a few authors launch their books last year, and we also worked with course creators too. And so there are some challenges that people have. Quite a few people have maybe spent months, sometimes years, getting their books ready to publish. And then they finally get them up on Amazon and Ingram Spark or wherever it is, and it goes off, and especially if they've gone through some kind of publishing company, they may not even have control over the publishing, and they don't know if there are any sales, and they don't see any money. It's hard to find. And course creators too, people can spend months and sometimes years putting together an online course, get it all ready, launch it, and they're crickets. Nobody really wants it, and so they can check it off their list. They've completed the course, they've launched it, and made it available for sale, and but nobody buys it. So in both cases, somebody writing the book and somebody writing the online course could have spent thousands of dollars for other people to help them, and they also could have spent thousands of dollars of their own time developing it for it to go nowhere. So that's one of the things I'm trying to avoid. It's not easy, and I just have to say there's some people who put up a book and then it goes viral. They get tons of sales. They get invitations to speak. It really works out. A lot of it is to do to their own marketing and publicity that they do before. Same with online courses. There are lots of success stories with online courses. It's just not guaranteed. Just because you create a book or you create a course, it doesn't mean you're going to get sales. So that's just the whole thing. So that's the sales challenges. And then the golden content is, I'm going to say, you may be in the category, maybe you haven't tried writing a book yet, and you haven't tried creating an online course. So this is all kind of new to you, but you're thinking you might want to, and you may actually have, what I mean by your golden content is you may have little articles or blog posts or YouTube videos or things that you've created over the years. You put it out on your own media channels, and all of that is really golden. You've given advice. I tend to get up and I do a broadcast on StreamYard, and I'll share about how to use a phone for doing interviews or something like that, any of those kinds of things. So I tend to do that. But all that stuff adds up over the years. You've got lots of golden content. And so one of the things I'm inviting you to do is think about it and contact me, and maybe we can talk about how we can organize all of that and to create one or more books or one or more online courses and membership sites and that kind of thing. So that's what I mean by your golden content. And then publish everywhere. So I've been doing websites, so I publish stuff on websites for a long time, blog posts. I've also pushed out tons and tons of video. I've done my 10,000 hours of video over the years, all sorts of projects, community projects, church projects, live broadcasts, interviews, all that kind of stuff. Almost anything related to video, I've done some some questionable style music videos with some friends. One of them's called "My Baby's Going to Jail for Christmas," and the other one is "If Mama Ain't Happy, Ain't Nobody Happy." So, and I've also put things out into audio format through CD Baby, and I've recently started doing a live podcast. I'm broadcasting out to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all those other places. And we have a couple of book clients who are looking at doing Audible versions. So that's you purchase an Audible version of your whole book. So been involved with just putting it out. So once you have your content, it's relatively easy. If you can take your content, you can create a plan for it, like a table of contents or outline, and then create it. And then from there, once you have that, then that's a lot of material to go out in all of these platforms. So you generally, I like recording things. You got video, you can put it out in video format. And then once you've got the video, you can also do the audio for it, and text versions, of course, all of that stuff. I like to, if I'm creating a membership site or an online course, I like to cater to most learning styles. Some people like watching videos, some people like listening to it, and some people like reading the text, and some appreciate doing exercises. So we can combine all of those things into what I call a digital experience edition, which could be considered an online digital book, digital magazine, online course, online membership, all those kinds of things in one. So that's just published everywhere. And the next thing I want to talk about is your golden offer. So the reality is it's pretty easy to sell something that somebody wants. So if you have a solution to a problem, like if you can, I don't know, just going to make something up. If you can get your spouse not to snore at night, and so you can have a good night's sleep, or you can help with behavior problems, or even something simple like get your loved ones to not overeat and lead towards diabetes or whatever it is. Whatever it is, and it could be simple or it could be complex. If you can come up with a way of packaging, and that's what I'm offering today, really, is we can figure out a way of packaging it and pricing it so that anybody who finds out about the offer just can't resist, right? It says, oh, okay, I got to have it. I'm going to pay for it. Okay, that's what I want. That's what I need. And even if they didn't necessarily know they needed it before they found your marketing price. So that's a golden offer. If you've got the right thing and put it in front of the right people for the right price, you can get sales. So the next one here is the golden marketing. And I've been at this game for a long time, and I've developed some pretty interesting strategies. And I follow the Dan Kennedy model. Is basically the magnetic marketing is your message and the medium. And the message, more or less, is the same for all media, but you just get it out everywhere. So that could include social media posts, blog posts, YouTube channels, YouTube reels and shorts, out to TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, whatever, Twitter, whatever it is that you like to use. I'm set up to put things out to 10 different platforms, multiple Facebook groups, and LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube. So that is one of the things. If you're going to work with me, I'll help you expand so that you have the multiple channels. You may have a few favorite ones that really work. I'm just going to suggest that you continue with those, but add a few more. Like, it just really, that's one of the reasons I added the podcasting to what I do, is that reaches out through, syndicates out through places, a ton of different places, that so you get your message gets exposed in different places, and podcasting has the ability for people to subscribe, and so they get notices when you put new things out. So you can, if you find something that people really want, you can go viral with that. So that's the goal in marketing. We'll try pretty comprehensive strategies, and I must mention email. That's probably the major marketing thing. So if you don't already have a mailing list, we'll do things in order to build a mailing list and get the word out. And that's one of the best, most effective ways for sales. If I've put out an email with something that people want, I can see the traffic that people go to the page. I can measure it. And the other thing is some paid advertising. And, if you can find something that people want, you have to have that golden offer, and then you send them to a page that's convincing. Paid marketing can really work. I've had a lot of success with concert tickets and theater productions, and really, again, it's just an easy. All it is there's a big market for people who want that. They just have to learn about it, and you have to send them to a page where it's easy for them to sign up for it. So that's pretty easy peasy. And the next thing are sales. So that's all this about is if you have an offer, you have the right place, you get the right people on there, you can make sales. And going back to this whole thing about the common sales challenges, is part of this publishing sales machine is we get you to start making sales very early in the process. So rather than wait 6 months or a year until everything's all done, I'll encourage you to do things in an incremental way, which, for example, if you're doing a course, consider doing it as a membership where people pay a monthly fee for it, and you're cranking out new content on a regular basis. Maybe you have a live class you're doing once a week. You do the presentation, and the video and the show notes and everything else goes into a membership site, and it keeps on going. So you just have to really keep ahead of your student. And I think one of the problems that people have with teaching things is they overwhelm, they create too much. There was a notion that if you give them 100 things, that might be good, but sometimes 4 or 5 real nuggets, real golden gems for people to grab onto, people will grab that and they'll pay for it. Like if you have an offer, something you can offer that solves a problem, and they can get that problem solved in an hour or 2 hours, they'll pay money for it. Where they might not pay for something that's got 2 years worth of your work put into it. So it's one of these things. So the other thing is with this is by offering it right away, you got a pretty good idea. You get people in buying it. For one, if you don't get anybody to buy it, if you offer something for some outrageous opening special to sign up for $10, and you can't get people to buy it at $10, then you really have to go back and consider that you may not be making a golden offer, you may not be offering the right thing. So maybe either you have to adjust what it is you're offering or how the offer is presented. So, and the other thing is in a membership program, you get people in and they're giving you feedback. They're telling you what they need to know and what they're looking for. Because sometimes we think we know what people need, and we have an idea about what we want to teach. But when people come in, they'll say, "Oh, geez, okay, yeah, that's really good. But what I really want to know is about X." And sometimes that X is something you've just done routinely for years and years and years. You never even thought about it. You never even appreciated how special that was. But when you get somebody who's missing that, and you can provide it, that can make a big deal. I saw a presentation recently with Mastermind with Dave D, and this person who had been in there for quite a few years, Dave D had just sort of casually said, give a good name for your offer, and your conversions will increase. And she said, yeah, I'd heard you say that, but I never really understood it, but we changed the name of our offer. The only thing we did is we gave it a more catchy name, and we went from a few people being interested to their calendars completely filled with people wanting to know more. So little things like that. You may have that magic sauce that people can eat, and it doesn't take that much to teach it to them. So, and I'm from the school as if you have something special to offer, you probably have an obligation to offer it. So the publishing sales machine can be really the golden ticket for doing that, because I'll help you organize your material and get something that helps people ready to go and ready to sell quickly. So you're not spending months or years figuring out if this is ever going to be popular or not. And it's better to know soon that you're not going to find a market for something. Yeah, some things take time. You have to persist at it and keep going. But other things, if you already think you're connected to the people who would want it, and you put it out there and they don't actually commit to even looking at it, then you might have to reconsider what you're doing. So I have my golden offer is really to talk to you about what you have. Like we'll review all of your golden content, what you have, who you want to serve, how you see this going out. I'll make some suggestions, and we'll try working on that right away. And my offer is to book and have a conversation with me. I have a low retainer that I can use to work out all the stuff, work out the details, outline the program, do the marketing, do all of that stuff over time. If you got everything ready to go, more or less, we're just trying to change the format and launch it, could probably be done within a month. Sometimes if you really need more help writing the book, developing the course, then that could be over many months. And I have a low retainer for that. And if you have something really special that it's pretty obvious that if we get it put into place and we can get sales for it, I may do it on a pure commission basis. So we would arrange I would do the implementation of the book and the course and all of that, and do the marketing in return for a percentage of the sales. So, but we'll have to look at that, and maybe it's a trial thing, and we'll have to figure out. And it might be such a compromise in between. There is a low monthly retainer that covers a little bit of my time and my costs, and a percentage of the sales. So all those things are possible, and it all starts with a conversation about where you're at and where you want to go. And if you want to find more information, there's an article about this at Publishing Sales Machine. That's sharedvisions.com/publishing sales machine, and there'll be links there to make an appointment and talk to me. And if you're ready to go, there'll be a link to just start the retainer, and we'll go from there. That'll lead to a meeting, and we'll see how we can get this launched, get this built, get your golden publishing sales machine running, getting the cash flow. So again, go visit the website, sharedvisions.com/publishing-sales-machine, and or you can reach out wherever it is. If you're seeing this on LinkedIn, send me a text message and we'll book a time. Anyway, that's all I have to say for now, and thank you very much.